A terrific job dealing with it, staunching the flow of blood. Selby wasn't distracted, kept his concentration on the job. Barros kept on coming, but in round 11 and round 12 in particular, this man really began to put some spike behind his punches. And
what about that for now?
Terrific performance, putting his man on the floor in this one.
You know, he's been on such a long layoff, you know, so not really no fault of his own. You know, no, I'm tripping. He did have that fight. Wait a minute. So basically, he fought Eric Hunter. I remember that fight in April of 2016. He fought March the 4th, and that was because his last fight, right? Barros didn't because he didn't pass the physical, if I'm correct, right? Right. And now he fought Barros again, and clean cut. You know, it should be unanimous decision. He scored a knockdown in the last round, but now it is time to step up the... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, now it is time to step up the fight. I remember that last fight he was in. Hold up.
Let's clear the winner.
It was a stay busy fight.
Gentlemen, a great 12 rounds of boxing. You really show your appreciation for both boxers.
There we go. We're getting there.
At the 12 round match, we go to our judges' scorecards. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Marcus McDonald of England scored the contest 190, 108. Omar Fernandez of Argentina and Fabricio Lopez of Mexico both scored the contest 117, 110 in favour of your winner. And still IBF.
I want to hear his post-fight interview. Did you know that Scott Quigg, now that Barros has been defeated, Scott Quigg is ranked should be now number 1 by the IBF, and Cole Frampton number 2. So, if you don't know, Lee Selby is the IBF champion, you know, at 126 pounds. He is 24, well now 25-1 with 9 KOs. And basically, looking at his resume, you know, depending on how you view Rendell Monroe, you know, and Stephen Smith, of course, and Eric Hunter, you know, and then Barros, his resume is really nothing there. So I'm guessing now he's got to go on to a unification to big fights. Now the champions at 126 pounds are, of course, Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell Jr., Lee Selby, and I forgot who the WBO is. You know, it's not, you know, let me see. Oh, Oscar Valdez. I knew it had to be either Bob Arum or Frank Warren fighter. So now, looking at his performance tonight, you know, he's never been known to be like a knockout, you know, like artist, but I do enjoy his movement, especially for him to be so large for the 126 pound division. Remember, like, he's 5'8", then 5'9", and he's, you know, he looks like he puts on a lot of weight for that division. You know, maybe it's just me. You know, so now I'm interested to see what he's going to say as far as where he wants to go next, because you do have Lee Selby, Cole Frampton in the audience. I don't believe that Scott Quigg is there, but you do have Cole Frampton in the audience.
Lee is here, still with his title. Many congratulations, and congratulations on the fight, but also congratulations after what must have been a terrible week. To be honest,
what the fuck is going on?
So don't see me up, because I've been away from home. I told my team not to mention nothing, pretend nothing's happened. Turn my phone off. I just spoke to my brother.
Oh yeah, his mom died. That's fucked up. You know, I'm having some issues, man.
Let's talk about the fight then.
I wish that
we were just talking actually.
That was like some way.
How concerned were you at any stage of the fight about? Because you must also, I assume, pay tribute to your cuts guys. You did a fantastic job.
It don't faze me. Nothing in the ring really phases me.
Yeah, we can't listen to this. This keeps clipping. Like, I wish it was a way, like we had like a Box Nation type service over here that we were able to watch like overseas fights, like all of them, without having to go through hell and high water.
I'm supposed to get cut, like, I'll get the best cut man in the business. For Senegal, he's been cut more times than the bloody.
Because remember, over here they have like this geo-block type thing where you can't sign up for Box Nation if you wanted to, or in this case, ITV Box Office. It would make my life so much easier.
Final question: a huge contingent from what?
We can't watch this. It's clipping on us. You know, so I'm going to have to watch the post-fight interview later on.
I don't. Can you hear them? Are you conscious of the support you've got?
To be honest, when I'm boxing, I only I get a handful of people, literally, but when I'm boxing the O2 Arena, there's like 20,000 people. The only people I hear is my team.
Yeah, we can't listen to this. It just keeps clipping. I hope I don't do this for the Eubank, man. I hope I don't do this for the Eubank fight. But basically, moving on. Lee Selby is in a good situation, but at the same time, there can't be no more easy.
Fights to bring you tonight, and it is
there can't be no more easy touches for him. You know, so I'm wondering what route should he go. Now, him versus Cole Frampton is a really, really big fight. But also, him versus Scott Quigg is a really, really big fight. So obviously, I feel a lot of fans will say they would want to see him against Scott Quigg. You know, I feel a lot of fans would say they want to see him against, Cole Frampton, then Scott Quigg. But one of those two are going to be his mandatory. And if you look at the others in the division, you know, then it's like, well, are you going to go after Gary Russell or the one of Abner Maris and Leo Santa Cruz too? You know, so I'm really interested to see where he goes from here. But anyway, I'm sorry, this was a bit of a disaster on T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I admit, Lee Selby looked good. You know, his movement, and also I would love to see how his size would play a role in like the Cole Frampton fight. And also looking at Scott Quigg, if he was to go that route, if he was to go the Scott Quigg route, I would love to understand like how he would deal with that pressure, because Barros was pressuring him, but he's not going to be like Scott Quigg pressure. And then if you go to Gary Russell route, you know, Gary Russell can box his ass off. You know, so can he hang with a Gary Russell? Now with him and Leo Santa Cruz or Abner Maris, you know, Leo Santa Cruz throws too many punches. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, would you look at Lee Selby as being, you know, like the weaker of the 126 pounders as a champion, I guess? And I'm not saying that as a disrespectful man, I'm just trying to get your opinion. You know? So, whatever, we'll see. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Now we got to get to the Eubank Jr. fight. Please subscribe.